What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Abomination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's battle is going to be an interesting one, but before we get into the teams, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 50 likes, we're going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads for you guys and all that fun stuff. Now, looking at this team, he's got some interesting Pokemon. He's got Garchomp, Absol, Dusknoir, Alakazam, Haxorus, and Chandelure. So he's got some UU Pokemon. He's got some... I don't know what Dusknoir is, to be honest. Maybe it's RU? I don't remember what it was last gen. Now, it's a little bit bulky for RU. Maybe it was UU last generation. I don't know, to be honest. I did not use Dusknoir even once last generation, so whatever. It's still a really cool Pokemon, and it's refreshing to see. Now, on my side, I'm running like a pseudo-Hail team. I've got Heracross, Glaceon, Abomasnow, Claydol, Jolteon, and Alakazam. So Alakazam works okay in the Hail because it's got the Magic Guard. You know, Abomasnow is going to be the Weather Inducer. It's a bulkier set, so that it's also a mix set. It's got Blizzard and Wood Hammer for attacking moves. I probably should throw Ice Shard on there, but it also does Subseeding, so that's pretty interesting. And then I've got the Substitute Protect, Blizzard, Hidden Power Ground, Glaceon. So that is a rather interesting set. Like I said, this is a pseudo-Hail team. I don't really have all the Pokemon for a full Hail team. You know, I should probably breed like a Vanillux or a Walrein or something to that effect. I mean, I guess you could use Frostlass too, but I think the Snow Cloak ability is kind of cheap, to be honest, so I don't think I want to use that. But I do want to try a full Hail team at some point, but this is going to have to work for now. I kind of threw this team together really fast, so it just, I don't know, it didn't work out exactly the way I wanted it to. I did battle with it a couple times, so you're going to see this. I guess I'll try to spread the battles out because I have a lot recorded and a lot that I need to commentate on, so I'll try to spread it out, but I did use this team quite a few times, so you will see it in different variations of it throughout the week. Anyway, moving on, we have Haxorus and my beautiful, fabulous pink Heracross starting things off. I'm going for a close combat. And I was a little bit risky because he does have the two ghost types with Dusknoir and Chandelure that could very easily come in on this thing, and I'd be locked into it with Choice Scarf, so that would be a huge problem. He doesn't do that, though. He just stays in and goes for the Dragon Dance. And here's where I want a Pokemon that has Ice Shard, because I have nothing that can outspeed this at this point. That is a huge problem for me. Huge problem. And I'm going to have to switch into Claydol to take the hits, because I'm pretty sure that Heracross Choice Scarf is not going to outspeed a +1 Haxorus. Just pretty sure that that's not going to happen. I really was expecting the Outrage, to be honest, but he just has the Dragon Claw, and that means I'm going to live with 17 HP after both hits. And I can kill him off with an Ice Beam, so that's fabulous. Haxorus is out of the way. That is one of his biggest threats. And looking at his team, he's got the Absol and the Alakazam, which have the potential to be his Mega Evolution. I'm really leaning towards it being Absol, because Alakazam is seen more often on its own, but it turns out that Alakazam is in fact his Mega. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Absol can still be a threat on its own. It has a massive attack stat, but it is very frail. And I guess Alakazam has kind of the same problem, except on the special side. So he's going to trace my Levitate here and go for the Shadow Ball, and that's just going to finish me off. I would not have been able to live any hit that this thing was going to throw at me, whether it be Psychic, whether it be Energy Ball, Focus Blast probably would have killed. Does not matter. So I'm going to switch into my Choice Specs Own the Jolteon here. You guys have seen this a lot on the channel. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave. That's right, I have Thunder Wave on a Choice Specs user. Sometimes I like to run those status moves because sometimes you need it. That's just what it is. He's going to hit me up with a Psychic here, but now I can switch out, and this thing is just absolutely crippled by that. I don't know if a Shadow Ball would have killed as a Specs user. I'm not sure. I was worried that it wasn't going to kill. I would rather paralyze this thing and kill it off, you know, with something else. So, going to bring in Abomasnow. I take that Psychic very nicely. Very nicely. I was not expecting to take it that nicely at all. I actually outspeed because of the paralysis, and the Wood Hammer does not actually kill, so he's going to be able to hit me with a Focus Blast. He does connect with it, and that is a dead Abomasnow, and that is a problem. I did not want Abomasnow, my only Weather Inducer, to go down that fast, and my Glaceon's not even carrying the Hail, so that is a problem. Like I said, it's not a foolproof team. It's not a very well constructed team by any means. What I'm going to do here is go for a substitute and hope he gets paralyzed or misses the focus blast, and neither one of those things happens. So that just burns a turn of hail, basically. I'm going to get some recovery with the, whatchamacallit, the ice body. That's what I was thinking of. I should be running leftovers on this thing as well, but I was running leftovers on, I think, Claydol, and I don't have 2 leftovers. So that was yet another problem with this thing. With ice body and leftovers, this thing has so much recovery that you barely see the difference with setting up substitutes. Finally, he's going to be paralyzed and can't move, so I have the free sub up. And something is about to get destroyed because Alakazam goes down to the hail. He doesn't have the magic guard because he traced the levitate. So that residual damage did catch up to him there. He's going to bring in the Chandelure. I do have the hidden power ground. I forgot he had the Chandelure, honestly. I wanted to really nuke something with a blizzard, but it's not going to happen. He's going to go for the flamethrower. Can't really tell if that's going to be scarfed or not at this point because Chandelure would normally outspeed Glaceon. I believe my speed is like 65, something low, something very low, and Chandelure's base speed is 80. So, and I'm running Modest, so there's no way I'm outspeeding, even if he specs. Hidden Power Ground does some nice damage to this thing. Now I can switch out into Ohm and basically sacrifice it. Didn't really have anything else that I wanted to take, or that wanted to take a Flamethrower. I probably shouldn't have Heracross on this team just because it's yet another fire weakness. You know, that's at least 3 Pokemon that are weak to fire, so that is a problem. I am going to bring in the Heracross now, though, because Heracross has a base speed of 85, so if we're both Scarf, I'm going to outspeed it. And we're going to find out here because I do go for the knockoff. And down goes that Chandelure very easily to that. And it turns out that he's running a Spooky Plate Chandelure. Very, very not standard, I guess. But I couldn't take the risk of it being Scarf and just destroying the rest of my team. So out comes the Garchomp. I'm going to go for another knockoff here. I did get the Moxie boost, so at +1, that does about 50%. Knocks off his Citrus Berry, which is great. And he's actually running the Dragon Rush on this Garchomp, so that's also a little bit interesting. I'm not going to be able to kill off this Garchomp with another knockoff because I will not get the boost from him having an item because that Citrus Berry is long gone. So I'm going to switch into my Glaceon here. Should be able to take a Dragon Rush. Not great, but not terribly bad either. And with the Citrus that I was waiting to activate, that brings me up to a healthy 50-ish%, except that he has the Stone Edge, so that is going to destroy my life. Down goes the Glaceon. It didn't do as much work as I wanted it to. It does do some nice work in some of the later battles that I have with this team, though, so I'm overall very happy with the Glaceon, and I do want to use it some more. Regardless, I'm going to bring in the Alakazam, and I was really worried that Psyshock was not going to kill this thing. I was worried that it could potentially have some defense investment with the Rough Skin, but it turns out that that is not the case. And out comes the Absol. He's going to Sucker Punch me to death, so I'm going to predict that and go into Heracross and hope that he goes for that Sucker Punch. If he doesn't, I'm dead. But he does go for the Sucker Punch, so that means that I am A-okay to go for a close combat. He still goes for a Sucker Punch. He gets the crit. And I live, somehow, at 4 HP. A lot of my Pokemon love to live at 4 HP. That happened in Battle Spot, too. I think my Excadrill, in one of the episodes I recorded today, lived at 4 HP from something. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So the Absol goes down to that close combat. So I was kind of worried at the time that he was running Focus Sash, because that would be a great set to run. Swords Dance, Sucker Punch, Absol. And I really want to start running that. I want to try it on Battle Spot. I have one made, ready to go, and I don't think I leveled it up yet. I think I have it bred, but it's not leveled up, so I need to work on that. Anyway, he brings in the Dust Noir, goes for the Shadow Sneak. Very predictable, but there's nothing I can do about it. I can't switch in Alakazam to take that. And Alakazam is my last Pokemon at this point. So the Shadow Sneak does not kill. I go for the Shadow Ball. I was really hoping that this would kill, but he has the berry that's going to reduce the amount of super effective damage he takes from Shadow Ball. He gets the special D-Drop. He's running the Kasib berry. I don't even know how you say it. I remember my jaw was dropping seeing that berry. I don't know if it mattered that much, but he gets the useless crit there on the Shadow Sneak to finish me off, and I'm actually going to lose this match. So it was a 1-0, very, very close match, very tight match. I did make some mistakes, and I did suffer from some poor team building, unfortunately. And that berry just, regardless of whether it mattered or not, it did catch me off guard. I have not seen that in a long time, and it makes me wonder if some of his other Pokemon were running similar berries, because we didn't see items on all of them. Garchomp obviously had the citrus berry, and maybe, I don't know, Haxorus wasn't running the berry that reduces damage from Ice-type moves. Maybe it was running the berry that reduces damage from Dragon-type moves. I don't know. Very, very interesting to think about, though. Regardless, that is pretty much all I wanted to say for this time. So thank you very much for watching, folks, as always, and do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out immensely, immense amounts of help. So I will see you guys for the next battle, but until then, game on.